Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Diz Unlimited podcast where we talk all things Disney. I am Rhino, and joining me for this little Disney discussion that we're going to have today, I've got Dreams Unlimited Travel.
Oh, hey.
Theme park correspondent Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, howdy, hey.
And myself, executive producer. Sorry for the late start today. If you're watching this live on YouTube, I did see there was a comment about starting a routine earlier, and I want you to know that I got here at 8:45 a.m., so there isn't much earlier for me after going to bed at 2 a.m. working on this show, so apologies about that. Doing my best over here. Hope everybody out there is doing their best as well. How are you? Wait, let me tell everybody what we're going to talk about, and then I'm going to check in with you, okay?
All right.
I forgot to do my little tease.
Put a pin in that.
Put a pin in it. I don't care right now. We are going to be talking about the FCC investigating Disney. Look at my eyes. And then we are going to be talking about some updates to Buzz Lightyear. Heard of him. Big fan. We're going to be talking about a ton of stuff coming to the summertime at Walt Disney World. It's a crazy amount of stuff. Discounts. We got the discount diva over there ready to go. We've got to look at a new wish flow. There's a lot of stuff happening today. Okay, now I care. How are you feeling today? I didn't care before, but now I do.
I'm doing pretty good. We're coming off a busy week of covering the other people, Universal, with the new hotel.
Yes,
I know. Sorry.
We can talk about it on here. It is exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. And spend some more time at those other parks. Excited a week ahead of Disney things. So, yeah, I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys?
What about you, Hannah?
I'm good. I don't think I have anything exciting or new to talk about. Happy April Fool's Day to all who celebrate.
Why are you even on the show? I'm just kidding. I've been watching a lot of The Office, so I've been waiting to have my...
Your fourth wall.
Why are you the way that you choose to
First
be? Or what does
all-
he say where he's just like, oh, I watched that episode recently where she goes, yeah, I have a couple questions. First of all, how dare you? We got to start working those into the show, I think.
Yeah, we really should. I rewatch The Office like every 2 years. I'm about due for it again. So I'll join you in
Did
that.
I tell you about what they did? Again, I guess we're technically talking about Universal right now, but on Peacock, they have like fan edits of the episodes.
Yes.
They're like 40-minute episodes.
Are they good?
It is wild because a lot of characters have had a lot longer storyline. Like Toby is in the episodes much more, and some of the other characters, like Kevin's in it a lot more. There's a lot more to some of their stories. And it's not even just like they had a storyline in the episode. There's somewhere it wasn't even in the original episode, and it's wild to me.
Oh, interesting. I gotta give that a shot. Maybe that's how I'll rewatch it. So is it episode by episode? Or?
I think they're done with the series now. If not, it's up to season 8. So season 9 might not be out yet. But
Yeah.
I am currently like Jim Just Proposed to Pam was like the one I had on the background the other day.
Bad move, but all right. Just kidding. Bad choice.
Who would you have married on The Office?
Hot take. Toby. I'm just kidding.
Goodbye, Toby.
Yeah. God, no.
Jesus.
I probably would have married Bob Vance.
Bob Vance? Bob Vance Refrigeration? Bob Vance?
He's an entrepreneur, okay?
Tell me, Bob, what kind of work are you in? What about you, Chloe? Who do you have?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. This is a litmus test. Oh, Kevin Malone. I can feel it.
Kevin.
He
makes good chili. I know. Who doesn't love chili?
On the floor.
Floor chili.
I guess I'd say Jim.
Oh, let me set the record straight. I would 100% marry Jim, real life, office, whatever. But I want it to be me and not Pam. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Pam. Bye.
Yeah.
What if I was like Dwight? I think I know you guys are like Oscar. Obviously, he's the only gay one.
Oh, Oscar is so lovable.
What about Plop from season 9?
Oh, God.
Deep cut. Sorry. Roy from The Warehouse. Okay, sorry, but
Roy.
I know I've derailed this whole thing. I'm sorry. We got lots of news to talk about today. That was our little office, our little icebreaker, if you will. If you will. I will
Ice is
not.
broken. Very good.
Okay, so just to switch it over to Disney, you guys watch anything on Disney Plus or on Hulu or anything like that?
Yeah, I
Just so I
watched
give it a shot?
Mufasa this weekend.
More like Bufasa.
No, I liked it. I actually
haven't
really,
seen it. I haven't seen it.
really, so I haven't finished it, so I guess that's a little telling. I was pleasantly surprised by
watch
it.
it.
My kid left the room and I kept watching.
Chloe, anything for you on Disney Plus or Hulu or anything?
I did not know. Not that I can.
Not
plug.
this weekend. I just mean like recently.
I know. I think the most recent thing was Darby O'Gill and the Little People on St. Patrick's
yes,
Day.
same.
So I'm very behind.
Streaming
on
all
my-
the hits.
It scared
Yes.
my kid. That was really funny.
I have been watching Daredevil: Born Again. It's very good.
Oh,
Very
and
good.
Also
Yeah.
saucy for the Disney
They
Plus.
say the F word in every episode.
heard of it.
And I was
Wow.
like, this was made exclusively for Disney Plus. I see how they scapegoated around it for Deadpool versus Wolverine because they're like, well, it's in the Marvel. That's a different thing. And I was like, yeah, but this says Disney Plus on it, and it even does that.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, it's just weird to me to be like, it's good though. I do appreciate its integrity to storytelling. They're not just doing it to do it, and it's very good. That Charlie Cox, he's good. You know who else? Vincent D'Onofrio, very good, very scary. I watched. Also, I started watching on Hulu. There's this new show called Mid-Century Modern, and it's supposed to be like the gay modern version of Golden Girls.
Yes, I saw it.
Which I feel like is a little redundant because the Golden Girls themselves seems like a very homosexual show.
Yeah,
Right.
But the first episode was good. The first couple of minutes, I was like, no, it's a little play acting, a little stilted. But by the second half of the episode, I was like, I like it. I find Matt Bomer to be the weak link so far for me. But love that Nathan Lane, Linda Lavin's in it. It's a. I'm going to watch it. Made by the same people who made Will and Grace. Yeah, I watch Will and Grace sometimes when I
Okay,
want to throw
yeah.
up. That's
No,
an Angela
okay.
quote. I did recently
It's like
rewatch
you
all of Will
actually
and Grace on Hulu as well.
Yeah.
Okay, enough about our television habits. Let's get into it. And unfortunately, we're starting off with a little bit of a bummer of a story here. I made this really cool slide
Okay,
for
Debbie
everybody.
Downer.
Recently appointed FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr announced an investigation into the Walt Disney Company and ABC in a letter sent to Disney CEO Robert Iger on Friday to determine whether they are promoting invidious forms of DEI discrimination. And guess what word I didn't know was real? Invidious. So Chloe looked it up for me. Do you remember the definition?
Unjust is the biggest part of it.
Sorry, I
It's
didn't mean
our
to
word
cut
of
to
the
myself
day.
so quickly. I regret it a little bit. Well, Disney responded that it's reviewing the letter and looks forward to addressing the commissioner's questions. For decades, Disney focused on churning out... This is what it said in the letter. I'm just going to read this part and then we'll move on with our lives like we all can. For decades, Disney focused on churning out box office and programming successes, Carr wrote to Iger, but then something changed. Disney has now become embroiled in rounds of controversy surrounding its DEI policies. He noted that despite reports of Disney scaling back some of its DEI practices, quote, significant concerns still remain. According to Axis, Disney has also revised the content warning shown before films like Dumbo and Peter Pan, previously stating that the movies included negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or culture. The updated message now reads, this program is presented as originally created and may contain stereotypes or negative depictions. You can read more about this entire thing on www.info.com if you'd like. I don't really want to get into it because obviously of multiple reasons, but if you ever want to have a conversation with me on this topic about my personal beliefs and how I feel about this matter, please feel free to bring that up with me whenever you see me in a theme park, whenever you're saying hello. Let's talk about it. That's what I like. I like meeting people, like talking to people. I'd love to have it. I don't really
Stop
feel
by
like
Baseline, right?
exactly.
Stop by
she
my
knows
office.
me. Stop by my office. One Baseline Tap House Way.
Sweet one.
Sweet wine. That's right, baby. Sweet one. VIP box. Okay, so we're gonna start with one right here that's pretty exciting. We have some big updates coming to Buzz Lightyear's Space Rangers. I wrote Spring Space Ranger Spin at Magic Kingdom Park, including new ride vehicles, removable blasters, and individual laser effects, a new animatronic ride scene, and more. Very, very exciting. Each new ride vehicle is going to feature new handheld blasters for easier aiming. Finally, I've always maintained that the Disneyland version of this attraction, called Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, which opened in 2005, is the superior version of the attraction, if for nothing else than the fact that you can pick up this blaster to move and turn easier. Now, these new blasters will feature haptic feedback and lasers that will remain on for better targeting with corresponding colors matching your blaster. There'll be 2 different colors per blaster to better distinguish where you're pointing at, which I think is an absolute fantastic idea.
Yeah.
The new Riot vehicles will feature video monitors providing real-time scoring updates and will sport a new color scheme inspired by Buzz Lightyear and Star Command. The Z for Zerg targets... Hold on, what do I got those here? Right there. The Z for Zerg targets are also getting major facelifts. New technology will allow them to light up and react when hit. The colors on the illuminated target will also correspond with your blaster's color, which I think is really cool. The updated attraction will start with a new ride scene. We got a hardworking buddy showing up here. In fact, that's even their name. She's an animatronic support bot. She works 2 jobs. She's a single mom. Wait, that's Reba. Sorry. Buddy will perform a final systems check, allowing guests to practice their targeting and blasting skills before the game's scoring kicks in. Imagineers recently participated in a play test of the new targets, blasters, and gameplay ideas. Jason Datola, project creative director, said, quote, "We've been working on this project for quite some time now, so it was exciting to see it all come to life for the first time in the field. To make way for these updates, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin will temporarily close in August and reopen sometime in 2026. I think one of the wildest things about this, when I read this article that Chloe had put this up, it is crazy to me to think that this attraction has been open since 1998 and the Disneyland one in 2005. And the difference is like ours is tied to the animated show Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, and I'm wondering if they're going to remove those references to it in the queue, because I used to watch this show. I think there was even like a clamshell movie or something, wasn't there? And William Shatner did like a version of Rocket Man over the credits or something. What a time to be alive.
No kidding.
What a time.
I'm very thankful for this. I don't know if it's actually going to help my score. I've even, I've been given all the tips.
Wait, we did go on the Disneyland one with you finally, right?
No, I still have not done that. I'll have my moment. You know what? Even more motivation to go try it. But I feel like it's time. I feel like, who doesn't love Buzz Lightyear? Buzz Lightyear's timeless. He is forever. So I'm very glad that Disney is investing in what they have, and we're not taking away.
Yeah.
We're just refreshing and giving it the love that it so deserves. And I am so thankful that you made that Reba reference, and so I can only picture that
robot now
as Reba.
Hey, y'all.
No, I feel like Disney had 2 options here, because this attraction was approaching 30 years, and they could have said, you know what? No, we're going to put Wreck-It Ralph or Incredibles or something else in here. Instead, they're putting TLC into a beloved attraction. And this is the first shooter style attraction that we had at Disney World. So
is it really?
Yeah. So it paved the way for Toy Story Mania.
Wait, let me ask you this question. What about those rifles at Magic Kingdom?
I know, yeah.
Well, how about shooter style ride attraction?
Okay.
Attraction.
The court will yield.
Yeah, great. So no, I have a lot of childhood memories with my parents. This is like the thing that they loved, like, play fighting on, like making sure they got the higher score. So I was walking through Tomorrowland a couple weeks ago, and I was like, of all the things, I really feel like we need at least the blasters to be removed from the vehicle, because after experiencing Disneyland's, I'm like, I don't want to do this one anymore.
I don't. Yeah.
So it was like a little premonition almost that they came out with this. I was so excited.
Am I crazy? But does ours not smell like they're smuggling diapers in there somewhere? Dirty diapers?
Yeah,
like that's.
It's the same Future World. They're somehow connected.
It has
diaper
that
shoot.
Yeah, it has
it
that.
feels like
weird...
a dirty skating rink.
Jack's diaper dash in Tomorrowland.
I can get the skating rink. I can think.
Skating rink.
Just a reset. Sorry.
Yeah. Also, that opening scene does need some work. Also, that light tunnel that you go through. I don't know.
That was just updated. Yeah.
They just
How
updated
long ago?
Like a few weeks ago. Very quietly.
Okay. I haven't experienced it. I haven't
experienced it either.
Yeah.
And then I guess they haven't set a new room, so I think the new scene is going into that opening scene where the aliens are.
Oh,
so that's where Buddy's going to be and kind of like orient you with the new blaster and everything.
Wait, when you say aliens, you're not talking about the green aliens, right?
Yeah. In the first opening scene, it's like the green aliens, right?
No, that's the final scene.
What's in the opening scene?
It's
you just go right into it.
It's like a glue. Well, there's like one part
there's
where
one thing that you rotate around, because it's the old Delta Dream Flight turntable scene.
It's like a globe.
No,
with
I think.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
It's like a planet.
Pull up on your computer. Just keep it muted. Pull up. We do have a ride through of this attraction on the Diz YouTube channel, youtube.com/WDWinfo. It's great when you're getting in arguments with your friends, and a fun way to say "I told you so." So one of us is going to get to say it today, or two of us.
I'm confused. What are you saying it is?
I'm saying I'm pretty sure you just go right, like the thing, the lap bar thing comes back, the blaster thing goes up, and you turn, and you're just in the field with the.
No, you
remember Delta Dream Flight?
No,
I never. I don't think I did it when I was a kid.
You have to go around something that's round in the room, and then you go
it's
into
like
the game.
it's just like a planet and like astronauts or space people.
I'm pulling it up.
And then that's when your score comes up.
Yes, it's
Sam
so
Show
space people looking at a disco ball.
Show me.
I'm pulling it up.
Show me.
I'm pulling it up.
I may not have done Disneyland's version, but
okay, well, screenshot that and airdrop it to me because I feel like a complete.
Lunch.
Well,
Sure.
go ahead and say it.
Told you so.
Told you so. Everyone loves my "told you so" dance. Well, thank you.
You're
I don't like either of you anymore. Please remove yourselves and take your stuff. No, I'm just kidding. No, I am really excited for everything that you guys just said too, because I do. One, I love Buzz Lightyear. Toy Story is my favorite Pixar film, and it is one of my favorite Disney movies, period.
Yes.
And I recently rewatched it. Chloe and I watched it one night, the last night we were on the cruise, I think, or something, and started the second one, which I'm not a big fan of. But
wait, really?
Yeah, I'll give it another shot, but.
What's your least favorite Toy Story film?
4. It's garbage. It
Yeah,
shouldn't exist.
okay,
It's
all right.
trash through and through. Yeah, Forky's cute, whatever. But it completely
trash.
don't even. There's an episode of Tap House Talks where I get into it's not out yet. Never mind. Almost spoiler alert. I get into a rage with my friend, and it's remember when you and I did the Iron Man versus Captain America?
Yeah.
It's Buzz Lightyear versus Woody. And she thinks Buzz Lightyear is the worst character in the Toy Story universe. And I said, you're wrong.
No.
It is Sheriff Woody. He's terrible.
I'm kind of with you on that.
He's a
very
hypocrite.
Self-absorbed.
Yeah.
Also, hey, guess who my kid's favorite Avenger is right now?
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Because he's the best.
I'm like, Captain America. No. You can't really even say it.
Get ready. I'm going to give him some repulsors, whatever.
All right.
No, I am excited. I feel like this, honestly, reading the description of this, it feels very fresh. It feels like this is going to bring a new element of a lot of like that competitive fun that I've really enjoyed.
Yes.
I love the idea of that screen on the attraction really updating as you're going. And the multicolored blasters is really, is such a good idea, because my trick at Disneyland is I always, whenever I pick up the blaster, I point it at my hand and I click it so that my eyes can lock onto the laser, and then I'll follow it up so that then I'm like, it's like, okay, I followed my laser from my hand to the wall. And that's how I keep track of it. Also, Steve Porter used to be a cast member at.
I know.
You know.
Yeah.
And don't ever go on this ride with him. He knows the tips and tricks, and he will take you for every dollar you're worth.
Yeah, and he has tried to show me those tips and tricks, and I still am like a Ranger first class when I ride this attraction.
I could have a whole thing about Toy Story
Cadet.
and in the parks and
Yeah.
everything like that. What'd you call me? And I just like. I am curious though if they'll remove those animated shows. We should watch that on Disney Plus. That's what we should be watching.
Are they even on there?
I don't know,
Let's find
but
out.
see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff that gets lost in translation. Bill Murray. It's just Chloe. Can you send that one more time? I opened it in my photos by accident, not the
yeah,
airdrop,
you're
just
good.
so I can share it in here. We're going to move on. We're going to talk about some fun new entertainment coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and then also like a ton of things that they've been announced for the summer. And here's my perception of that, is that I like how Disney, I mean, I guess we could have a discussion about it, but Disney seems to be getting a little defensive about
On the
being
defense.
like, we
Yes.
didn't need to do anything because of that theme park down the street.
Oh, but you do.
Yeah.
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 We need a little something, something.
And you don't have to say it. It's fine.
But
don't
that's
have
my thing is like, I don't know. So I feel like they've got their version of an answer, which is some deals that Hannah's going to talk about in a second here. Okay. Here is the photo of what it looks like. They already described it. Sorry for the listening folks out there.
It's quite a random little room too. I don't know.
I barely
weird
I get because you're not really shooting at anything in this room. I guess you're shooting at the disco ball.
You're just looking.
But what does the disco ball have to do with anything? Thank God we got that hard-working buddy in there with us. Somebody's got to be watching out. You're sending us off on a mission unprepared. Enough. Okay, we're going to move on. Sorry. I know people are like, what did I tune into today? Sorry for that person who's watching the show for the first time live. Okay, so opening dates. We have some opening dates for 2 new shows coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I wrote a note in here that says, cue this one. The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. The show that I was 100% positive was going to be canceled. And Disney Villains on Fairly Ever After will both debut May 27th, 2025, just 5 days after something else that happens.
Who's counting?
In Orlando. Let me read you a little description about why The Little Mermaid is different than what was here before. So over in Animation Courtyard, a magical journey awaits with The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure inspired by the beloved Disney animated classic. This reimagined theatrical production brings Ariel's story to life like never before. The show's visual style captures Ariel's dreams of a life beyond the sea with breathtaking set pieces, colorful costumes, and masterful puppetry. State-of-the-art effects and innovative stagecraft blend physical sets, actors, puppetry, and digital enhancements to create a genuinely, here's the key word today, if you're drinking along here, immersive. When I say immersive, you take a sip. Immersive undersea experience. Guests can also sing along with classic songs, including Part of Your World, Poor Unfortunate Souls, and my favorite, Kiss the Girl. I'm sorry, I love Sebastian. I have this really endearing love for him for some reason. I think it's because when I was a kid, I had the little McDonald's ornaments, and it was a Sebastian and a flounder.
Oh, I don't remember that. I gotta Google this now.
Well, you are like 7 years younger than me, both
Who's
of you.
counting?
No, I had those too. I really liked this show.
Yeah,
back
but you're
in the day.
obsessed with vintage, so I
I
can't gauge what you have.
I did have it though as a kid. I loved Little Mermaid as a little girl.
A little girl.
A little girl.
That's your little girl.
Girl.
Please, my inner child,
Walking
leave
Dead.
me alone.
Wait, weren't you? I could have sworn you were the one recently who was like, I don't like The Little Mermaid.
No, I would not have said
Who
that.
was I talking to? And they were like, I'm not a fan of The Little Mermaid. And I was like,
I'm neutral on The Little
"Excuse me?"
Mermaid. I mean, I like it. Just it's not.
I'm going to do the FCC eye roll again. Go ahead.
Well, I'm saying. Okay, let me defend this.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
you better.
say it's my favorite Disney. It's not my favorite Disney films. However, Disney princess films is definitely up there because I'm a '90s kid. Hello. I mean,
Hello?
Beauty and the
Me
Beast
too.
is my favorite.
I do.
record
Okay.
state.
I think Beauty and the Beast is like the first movie I can remember seeing in the movie
Yes,
theater. I
same.
saw Aladdin. We were definitely way late
Oh
for
wait,
that.
no. Remember seeing? I was born that year.
I remember Toy Story.
This became a
and
solo show.
Pocahontas.
Jumanji. It's not Disney, but it's fine.
I played Jumanji this weekend. That's what I did. We have the
Wait,
actual board game
what?
Jumanji.
What
it's really
happened,
fun.
girl?
I'll have to play
I
it
like
sometime.
how it was
okay?
like, wait a minute, I was trapped in a jungle. Now I remember I played Jumanji that
Are
one
you
time.
really fun.
Yeah.
No,
Did
I'll
you come
bring
out
it
with a
sometime.
Robin Williams beard at the end of it?
No, not quite.
wish I-
Did you turn into a monkey?
Yeah.
I did have to swing the little monkey out of the tree, and then the boulder had to come down the slide. It was really fun.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
Yeah,
Board
what?
game. It's a
Yeah,
board
I know
game.
it's a board
Oh,
game, but I didn't
okay.
think it had accessories.
It does.
Wow.
And you have to, it prompts you to like actually make things happen on the board, and you have to hope you're not in the space
Okay,
in
well,
harm's
next
way.
cruise, I know what we're doing.
I'll bring
okay?
it.
I
I'll
don't
bring
talk
it.
about it
We're
a
home
lot, but
court.
there's a lot of Lego sets in my house. And I need you to know.
We're
So
shocked.
if you guys don't know this about Lego, they do a thing where it's like people can submit ideas and then people vote on it, and then Lego decides whether they're going to develop it or not. That's basically how we got the Sanderson sisters' house from Hocus
Okay,
Pocus.
very good.
And one of the submitted ideas, I think either right now, I don't know if it got approved or not, is the Jumanji. It would be you build it, but it folds and opens and has the
that's
pieces
cool.
Oh,
and the
wow.
dial in the middle and everything. And I was like, please make this. I want this.
Also-
Like, yeah,
Aw.
That's very intricate, and you know that would be $1 million.
yeah.
We'd have to sell a kidney, but
Hey, well, if we're talking about Lego, you know what came out today was the Beauty and the Beast castle. So
I did see that. I know. Yeah.
I got the Hogwarts. I got the Magic Kingdom castle. I got the. They only did the Magic Kingdom castle. They never did Disneyland, and they never did.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did like a tiny haunted mansion. They didn't really continue the Disney one like I thought they would.
Right. This doesn't make sense to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to giggle at your cough, but you like the way like your microphone hit Kermit's foot was funny to me. All right, so Little Mermaid, you guys excited for the show or what?
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I
ringing
wish
The bar is
endorsements.
low.
I'm just going to say I wish Animation Courtyard was going away from Monsters Incorporated
Yep.
and they don't take away Muppets, and that means Little Mermaid, we've had 20-something years with her. We don't need a new one. But it's happening, and I'm excited to see a new version of the show I grew up with. There you go.
I'm sure it'll be good. And you know what? I mean, unfortunately, Muppets is going away, and that park is going to be sad otherwise. It needs this. It needs a lot more, in my opinion, but I'll take it.
I like the concept art that they've released with the UV lighting with the puppets. It does bring me back to the old show. So it seems like it's going to be a lot like the old one and plussed up. And to be honest, I kind of miss that the dewy scent of that theater that I
Gross.
Dewy
Okay,
scent.
we're gonna move
It
on.
is-
Let's talk about the other
skate
show,
drink.
less dewy scented. Deep in the shadows of Sunset Boulevard.
dewy scent.
Boulevard. In the dewy sense of... wait, hold on. I lost my place in the script. Deep in the shadows of Sunset Boulevard within Sunset Showcase, the brand new dewy scented stage show Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After invites guests into the mysterious reflective world of the magic mirror. In this immersive... Everyone? Cups up. The immersive production, The Magic Mirror, has summoned guests to help decide which Disney villain has been treated most unfairly. Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent take the stage with show-stopping musical numbers, making their case with humor, charm, and a hint of mischievous magic. As the story unfolds, numerous infamous villains compete for their time in the spotlight, leading to a delightfully wicked
Immersive.
Adele Dazeem finale, where the audience gets to make the final decision and answer the question, who's been treated the unfairest of them all? Sorry. Disney Entertainment shared a sneak peek at Sunset Showcase in Disney's Hollywood Studios as it's being transformed for the new show's debut. And guess what? It looks exactly like the concept art. Yeah. Wild, huh?
Yeah.
How do you feel about oh my god, I can't
Screens?
I can't get rid of the thing. Yeah. How do you feel about the show?
It has potential. I hope that there's more than 3 characters there, but I don't know that there will be. That would be cool if there were some surprise appearances, but I don't know if 3 villains on stage are... Well,
okay,
I'll
whenever they
see.
say surprise villain, I'm always like code for Oogie Boogie.
Well, you know I love Oogie Boogie.
You know they love
That
to
would
bring
be
out
a
that sack
highlight.
of bugs.
Well, yeah, because he,
He's great.
yeah.
Well,
well.
what have we here? Magic mirror? Ooh, I'm really scared.
That's really good. I know. I hope it's good because if it is
That's what
Oogie
he'll say.
Boogie, I will be there with my kid, like open to close every weekend. So, yeah, see you there. Yeah, your baseline is my villains unfairly after. Whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Whatever it's called. Unfairly
No,
ever
yeah.
after. Yeah.
Well, unfairly ever after. What are your thoughts?
I'm looking forward to it. It's something new, and it's it might be a yeah. You guys
that your
know
best
how
Nessa
I feel
Rose?
about.
Yeah, there you go.
I am just I don't know, guys. I'm bitter about these 2 shows opening on the exact same day in Hollywood studios in areas where they could be expanding upon with other
my God,
projects,
good,
and I
okay.
won't let it go. No, I'm excited for the new Villain show though, because it's a little taste of what they could do with the Villains Land one day, because they announced the Villains Land, this big huge project. Not exactly sure what's going to be in there, but then we have this new villain show in Hollywood Studios. So.
I hope the show is not a barometer for the interest in the land, though.
Right.
Because
I
as
know.
someone who doesn't really love to sit through shows,
Right.
I'm worried that if it has low attendance, they'll be like, never mind, we're not doing the land.
Like
and I'm
that
like,
villains
no.
are popular though, So maybe this
Right.
is just like a thing to appease people until the land opens, and this is going to be a Hollywood Studios staple until then. But like you guys have said, I do hope it's more than 3 live performers, because I feel like it's going to be very obvious that it's a lot of screens. if
I'm
that's the
also
case.
a little over, Cruella de Vil, diva, lover. it's kind of always Maleficent, Captain Hook, Cruella de Vil, the evil queen. It's like, guys, we got other people. What's Lotso up to? You know, like
Hades? More Hades.
Yeah,
Hades.
Hades.
I can't tell if
No,
it's
you're
a
right.
screen or a person though. They use Hades and Jafar like up above the main stage.
Jafar.
Yeah.
God, talk about somebody who's like a bitter queen. That right there is like.
I'll tell you.
Hey,
Watch
Scar.
Mufasa.
Where's Scar?
Okay, I'm saying
Who
watch
the
Mufasa.
worst is Claude Frollo. He's terrifying.
Oh,
Judge
yeah.
Claude Frollo.
Hellfire.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
song,
Kicking
every
down
time I
your lady
listen
on
to
the
it, I'm
steps
like,
of a church. Come on now.
Yeah.
You're like, did I
It's
really
more
get
than that.
taken to see this in the movie theater as a
Yeah.
child, where this man just stomped out his prostitute on the steps of a church?
well, then on top of that, yeah, I was Esmeralda for like 4 Halloween, so I'm
Oh,
like, I need
no.
to unpack that inside myself.
She was just, get that substance going, girl. Because
I'm
Demi
sorry.
Moore, see what I did there?
I did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Voice thing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about some other stuff. Summertime. So summer at Disney apparently starts in May and ends whenever they choose it to start.
Yes.
But we have our first look at another one of the new floats coming to our nighttime parade. And it comes from the movie Disney Wish. Well, the movie's called Wish. Or the
Disney's
yeah,
Wish.
it's Disney's Wish, but normally they don't say Disney's Wish, they say Disney Wish, but the Disney Wish is a cruise ship. So
Yes.
here we have to specify it as it's all very confusing. Anyway, there's a brand new nighttime spectacular, Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away nighttime parade coming to the Magic Kingdom in the summer of 2025. This sparkling new float here is one of many, but this one from Wish is going to feature Asha, Star, and Valentino from the sort of popular, okay-ish movie.
Yeah, where do you
Oh,
stand
you're
on
shaking
that?
your head over there. What do you
No,
got to
I'm
say?
like, let's unpack this.
You've seen it, yeah?
I've seen parts of it.
Oh, I watched it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you like it?
I didn't. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm like, quit trying to make fetch happen. Is how I feel about it.
I just
I
know
had
the
all the
story
right
was
things.
really cut back a lot.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to
It-
appreciate
it-
what it actually is.
I feel like when you watch it, you're like, very clearly you get to the end, or the third act, I should say, not even the end. And you're like, wait a minute, what? Like, it sort of is like, there's a weird turn in a movie where you're like, it's like if I ripped up a poster, taped it back together, and you're like, you can't see the tape. And you're like, no, it's duct tape. I can see it. Like, you know, but the poster's still together.
Yeah.
So, like, it could still be a poster, just a really bad looking one. It has that sort of vibe to it a little bit.
I get that.
Like, it's very, very obvious there's something missing.
And I feel like, it's hard because I remember back when they released like Toy Story and Mulan, they had full on parades that promoted those movies. I want to say like shortly after they debuted.
Right.
So we know that this float had to have been in production when Wish was just coming out for people to watch, and they were banking on the popularity of that, because I feel like if the parade was in production a little bit longer, they wouldn't have included this float
Yeah, right?
to be in the lineup, because every other
Right.
float is blockbuster, classic.
Yeah.
So like to have this thrown in there, I'm like, oh, it's a pretty float. I'm excited to see it nonetheless. But
What's
I
a
don't know.
blockbuster?
What's a blockbuster video
They
store?
went out of business.
Oh, you know what I mean.
I know.
Not in our
Yeah.
hearts.
Silly Willy.
Should we reopen a blockbuster? We'll talk about it later.
Yes, we should.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
And a Pizza Hut.
No, I do agree with you. It is the float where it's weird. But you know what? I also thought this when we were doing our Flower and Garden Festival video, and we were walking around, and I was like, "Man, Asha still
still a meet and
meets
greet.
and greets." And it's wild to me because I'm like, that movie came and went and had no impact on the zeitgeist of culture. That it's bizarre to me. Like, it's
Yeah.
not. It's one of the lesser seen movies that it's like weird. It's almost like she herself has already become a not a cult classic, but like a deep dive, like a deep cut of a character, like a B-side, you know? And that's sort of weird to me that we're like, but it's still pushed in a lot of places.
I also say I think it's just Disney making fetch happen, because it's like they had so much merchandise for Wish too. I mean, because it's all at the outlet and other places. But
our studio office.
Oh yeah,
I wish
No,
I could
do
run
like
in and
that.
get the star
that
that's in
giant
there right
star.
now.
I
$4.
like.
Got them for $4.
I know.
Deal.
Right, exactly. But I mean, hello, $4 he's a giant plush. So
He's a pillow. You can't buy pillows for $4.
well, that's true. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, hopefully this is something they can kind of maybe adapt or update. But I mean, it does. I mean, the float looks beautiful. The parade looks beautiful. I cannot be happier. I really should stop complaining because I really am very excited about this parade as a whole.
I am too.
And I'm sure I'll like that float will be beautiful and I'll be excited to see it and the music will be great. And yes.
I mean, we're getting. Here's the thing. So yes, the wish float of all these things in here, like Chloe said, it is one blockbuster after another blockbuster video, one love up above. But this parade is going to be using this cutting edge technology to bring fresh stories of beloved characters to life, guided by the magic of the Blue Fairy. So it's got like classic Disney movies in here because in the Disney Starlight poster, it's got like Snow White, or not Snow White, excuse me, Cinderella is in here. We've got Blue Fairy. In Peter Pan, but then we have Moana, we've got Coco,
Frozen.
Frozen's in here. Surprise. I know. It's crazy. You're like, why would they do a movie that did so poorly like Frozen?
Right.
But yeah, we get to see a lot of these really cool things. And I'm looking at it. And I also think, like, even though I'm not a parade person, I do love a nighttime parade.
Yes.
Because I love Paint the Night. I cannot wait for that to come back at Disneyland. But also, I don't know, something about the lights that does it to me. But I think about Magic Happens at Disneyland, and it's like, I love that parade.
Oh
I
my gosh,
love that
Yeah.
parade. Honestly, I
Everybody
actually...
loves that parade.
Oh, for real.
Especially-
And I was like, if this has a little bit of that touch of like modernness to it, which I feel like that parade had, I'm very excited to see it. Like, we don't know what like the individual dancers or performers that are like on the street are going to be wearing, stuff like that. That's really fun and exciting and to look forward to, like costumes and things like that. I don't know. It's stuff that I'm like, this could be really cool. Do I hope that it doesn't rain at night in the summer? Sure do. I mean, it'll probably be during the day. It's fine.
Well, but it doesn't get dark until later here, so it's got to be kind of late at night, which means also later hours
After
of
8,
Magic Kingdom.
for sure.
Yeah,
No
so
question.
I'm hopeful for that. Also, like, I was talking to a client today about if you stay at a deluxe resort at Disney, you have access to late extra magic hours. That sounds like a great perk, and we remember that perk when you used to be able to stay in the park
To like
until
1 or 2 or something.
oh yeah,
like that.
consistently. Now your late extra magic hour is like once a week, one park, 2 hours. And so, especially if you don't have a park hopper ticket, that one park once during a week may not line up with your schedule. So it's like kind of a fake perk. It's, you got to really work.
It feels
to
very
make it
like bait
happen.
and switch. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So I'm hoping maybe some of that changes.
I'm
for
not
the
going to
summer.
lie. You're about to talk about some stuff in a second, too. There's a lot, like, there's the dining offer. There's these other things where it is like, my God, I just want something to be honestly what it is. I don't want to have to read through one page of small print and do, like master's degree level math or doctorate level math to figure out, did this work out to be an actual savings or was I conned into doing this right now? Because I'm going to be honest again. There is a theme park opening up the street in May. And I think sometimes this resort, we'll say, can be easier to get to and go to and less complicated a lot of times. And I think that's a strong suit going for it. And it has a new park opening that is the first modern theme park. In the domestic United States, for us, the last time something had this level of build to it was Animal Kingdom? When they
Yeah, I
redid California
guess.
Adventure,
I
maybe?
mean-
I don't know what year that was, but it's been at least
I
20
don't
years.
even- yeah.
But anyway, I do want to talk about some stuff that is happening here because I do think it will help people plan a better and a more affordable vacation to Walt Disney World, specifically in the summer. I think we've talked about it for years that this back and forth between Universal and Disney that I don't think really exists. I don't think it's like an animosity or I don't think there's negative
all
or whatever.
good for theme park
For people who love theme parks,
Yes.
it's the best thing in the world because they're going to be competing with each other for your attention, our
$8.
attention. And that's great because we win in this. And one of these things is like coming up, Disney's starting to do the thing to pull people away with some new magic coming to Walt Disney World in the summer 2025. I hate saying it like that, but take it away, Hannah.
That's what they're calling it as well. So
bring us the magic, Hannah.
I will do my best. So Disney is offering a new sort of summer promotion.
Do you need any help? Sorry, go ahead.
I do need to bring that sage energy to this segment. But so they're calling it Cool Kids Summer because you know what summer's all about? Kids being out of school.
Kids being cool.
Being cool. Going
I've
on
heard the
vacation.
Demi Lovato song. I know what it's about.
Yeah, they're cool just for the summer, but cool for the summer, okay? So,
Don't tell your mother.
For the summertime, as Rhino touched on, we have a lot of offers that are going on, and I'll give you the highlights of those in just a second. But we also have some limited time offers that are starting, just like everything else, May 27th, running all the way through September 1st, which is kind of interesting because you know it starts in August here. Halloween
Mickey's,
time.
yes.
Yeah, not so scary. So you can kind of overlap some of these things. In addition to the discounts, which we'll touch on, there are some new entertainment options. So these are going to include kid zones is what they're calling them. They're going to be similar to maybe the Oceaneers Club type youth programming on Disney Cruise Line. However, they're not secured programming. So it's not a drop your kid off, go drink around the world at Epcot, come back. This is a...
No dropping the kids off at the pool.
Yeah, don't be doing that. I mean, you can do it for like 30 seconds and somebody will come find you. But so they're going to have kid zones at the parks that include things like special games, music, dancing, characters, things of that nature. So this is going to be taking place, we know, at Storybook Circus and Magic Kingdom, Tomorrowland and Magic Kingdom. Also, Communicore Hall might be having its renaissance. It's having its moment. And so they're going to convert it into one of these kid zones. And Goofy's going to take over.
To play Duck, Duck, Goof.
Oh, well, I mean, I know. That's the thing.
Hey, who's on my shirt today? Goof. Yeah, Goof. Got that Goof shirt. Max Goof.
That's right.
It's not Max, sadly.
Oh.
It's Goofy golfing.
Yeah, Goofy golfing.
Goofy golfing. You
We
goofy
still
golfing?
need to go goofy
Guys,
golfing.
should we go mini golfing or something?
We
Or
should.
Talked
regular
about it
human-sized
before. I
golfing?
got Goofy golf tickets I need to use, so.
I know. For some reason, they showed up in my app.
They do, because when you book a package, you get them. You get free mini golf.
Cool.
I didn't know
Or a
that.
Wide World of Sports ticket.
Oh, I legitimately had no idea.
Yeah, so that's why they're
okay.
that's why they're in there.
Yeah,
And
they said they were going
never
to. I got an
seem to
alert that they're going
expire.
to. Oh, see, I got an alert that they were
don't
going to
know.
expire or
I've
something,
yet
but I didn't know.
Well, they're supposed to. They have a date that expires, but then they somehow always, for me, like magically extend by a year. We'll go goofy golfing. We'll report back on that.
Yeah.
Mini golfing. So we'll see. I have high hopes for Communicore Hall. Because that is a space that previously has not been used. I think what they did with Festival of the Arts in that space was really good with the Disney on Broadway
Exhibit.
props that they had in the exhibit. So, and as a parent, I mean, one thing I'm realizing, especially with a young child, is that a lot of times the dance party, these type of things are what he really loves. It's not necessarily the e-ticket attraction or whatever. It's these moments. And sometimes you just need that to break up your day in the theme park if the waits are long or whatever. Also, so in addition to these pop-up areas, at a couple of the different resorts like Art of Animation, Pop Century, Caribbean Beach, and the Wilderness Lodge, they're going to have similar type activities that are going to include character visits, games, and it's going to be kind of like expanded on the character meet and greets that they already do at their resorts, the movie nights that they do out by the pools or the outdoor spaces. So, yeah, I'm excited about the Kids Zones. We'll see what those are like. To go along with Cool Kids Summer, there is a kid ticket offer. So, Kids with Disney is ages 3 to 9, and you can save 50% off tickets. And you can do, it's a minimum of 3 days or longer, but you can extend that out to 9-10 days. You can add on the park hopper option. I will tell you as a travel agent, you cannot combine this with free dining, and you can't combine it technically with other offers, but you could technically book one of the room discounts as a room only and then add your ticket separately. 50% off a ticket for kids, that's a really great deal. So I'm seeing a lot of clients do that. Also, just briefly touched on free dining. There are 2 free dining promotions going on right now through the summer, similar dates. There's a free dining offer for everyone. It is limited availability. You do have to have a ticket package booked 4 days at least. So there's multiple deals. Talk to your Dreams Unlimited travel agent. There are ways to sort of combine these without combining them. I did want to give an example because we don't talk about this a lot on the show, but there is a Canadian resident ticket offer, and it's going on right now. So I know there's a lot going on with international travel, but if you are a Canadian resident, even your Dreams Unlimited travel agent who is U.S. based can book this for you. Again, you can book a room only discount, and then you can add your Canadian ticket offer. So I had a client recently from Canada who booked a room discount. Their kid got the 50% off ticket offer, and then the rest of the family booked the Canadian tickets for the adults, and they saved $800 US or
wow,
$1,100.
I was gonna say, because I was
CAD.
like, the conversion when I went on that cruise, I was like, my friend was like showing me around town. I was like, no, let me pay for everything, and they'd be like, well, no, it's expensive, and I was like, Carl, it's like $7 American. It is not expensive,
right? So that's a big saving. So again, you talked about traveling to the theme parks can be a little complicated. Let us walk that through you, or walk you through it and kind of price compare those options. So yeah, come the summer. And also summer runs through September, so you can overlap Food and Wine Festival, technically with Disney. So you can overlap a stay with Food and Wine Festival with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, things to think about. Okay, one more example, because I've had a lot of these recently. I was looking at a client, or for a client,
Did they know you were looking at them?
Well, no.
Sorry, you said I was looking at a client.
I know.
And I was like,
I didn't want to tell
sometimes
them
I like to just stare at them.
Right, exactly.
Hey.
I have to really
Hey.
absorb.
I just wanted to see you one more time. She knew. I cut you. There you go. Okay, she knew.
In the shadows.
Shallow in the Disney shallow.
So
Little Mermaid.
you can
We'll make a
say.
version.
So I'm seeing room discounts, and it's a room discount, but I almost feel like Disney has lowered their resort prices, because you can stay at like Grand Destino, you can stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge end of June into July 4th week for like $300 a night.
Wow.
Animal Kingdom Lodge.
I was going to say,
I haven't seen
both of
prices
those
like
are
that.
like, when I think of, like, so here's the thing. I feel like there's a reality where you're like, what Disney tells you is like, this is classy and this is the top and this is the whatever. I have my own perception from visiting these, and I do throw like Animal Kingdom up there to be like, that's bougie. Mm-hmm. But then Grand Destino, like that tower, I also feel like I don't know about you guys, and I know it's been open for a little while now, but like every time I walk into that lobby, I'm always just like, this is a pretty hotel.
It is.
Like it has that Salvador Dali inspired like aesthetic, but like that Barcelona lounge in the lobby like is gorgeous.
No, all the food
Beautiful.
there. The little lounge in the lobby, the coffee. I get my little coffee there every morning with the bonbon iced coffee with the sweetened condensed milk. The Three Rivers out on the water. The lounge up at the top of the resort. I love that resort.
Black Dahlia Lounge? No,
Yes.
that's not right.
No.
Dahlia
Just a
Lounge.
Dahlia Lounge.
Dahlia, not Black
Yeah,
Dahlia.
I want to say
Sorry.
Black Dahlia too. That's funny.
But you can watch fireworks up there, like if you time it right, where you go up there to out there, and then is it Toledo up there too?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It is.
Yeah, it's a weird where I like.
It's a
at first it's like, oh, it's
resort
nice.
Without being a deluxe resort.
It's a moderate tower.
Yes. Yeah. There you go.
I don't know. It feels very posh.
Yeah.
Very
does.
très chic.
Oh.
Sorry, we had
There it is again.
a podcast we
As you
recorded before this show.
say,
Yeah, where we brought it up as being one of our favorite 90s.
I feel like I should use my little hands for that.
Ooh, très chic.
Chic.
No, but you have to do one of these like.
Chef's kiss.
Compliments to the chef.
right,
Sorry,
cool
didn't mean
kid
to cut
summer.
you off. Yeah, cool kid summer. Cool for the
The
summer.
Back to you.
Don't tell your mother. Demi Lovato song. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Been listening to it for way too long.
It probably isn't relevant though for Disney's Cool Kid Summer. I just want to say
God,
that.
I hope to God it isn't, because if
No.
you really listen to the lyrics of that song,
Yes.
it's intense.
It's intense.
Now, Chloe,
Yeah.
with the summer,
Yes, with the summer.
I often think about myself at the pool.
Yeah.
Or maybe a water park. Would you have information pertaining to those things?
As a matter of fact,
I should have put my
do.
big glasses on for that one.
You got.
Not too late.
You can keep asking questions.
Here he
with those
goes.
on.
Now, Chloe,
Yes.
water parks.
Yeah. Disney water parks? We talking about Disney water parks? Well, if I got a story for you folks.
Ooh.
Remember all those times that I've talked about how Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon have not been open at the same time since 2019?
She talks about it a lot.
I
She does.
thought today was a sick April Fool's joke, because the one news story this morning from Disney World was they're opening both Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon for a small window this summer. Small and large enough that it is newsworthy, obviously. So
Large enough to fit down a water slide.
yeah, I think so. Summit Plummet, come on. Rejoice, water park hoppers. This is no April Fool's.
She don't
The foosball.
potato.
Mama told me not to play the
Day off.
foosball.
Mama said that's the devil.
There's no April Fool's trick here.
Wait,
In
I do
honor-
have before we dive
Okay,
into this. Sorry,
yes.
I don't mean to cut you off, but we might as well because of the jokes. Have you ever done Summit Plummet?
Yes,
And how bad was the wedgie?
it's. I don't do it very often because of that very reason.
Have you done it?
You got to be
No.
mindful of
You
what
kidding
swimsuit
me?
you're wearing.
I've done it. I've done it once. I'm terrified of heights.
Yeah.
That's
You know
the
what
joy
this-
of being an adult. I don't feel a need.
Oh, I got
I'm
peer
good.
pressure by friends visiting from Massachusetts. You know what? You know what the scariest part for me was? Being two platforms before the top, and a
Oh, yeah.
seagull right here at eye
plane
level.
went
And I
by.
was like, he's just hanging out right at my eye level, and I was like,
So Summit Plummet
Well-
is the one at Blizzard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one at Typhoon called? There's another.
there isn't one like that at Typhoon.
There isn't?
No,
Yeah, there's
Typhoon
Crush
has.
and Gusher,
Yeah, they have the coaster, the like
You're
coasters.
right. Okay, and the
But-
slides
but-
coming off the volcano. Okay.
Yeah, Blizzard
Okay.
Beach had like the toboggans or thing
They
where
have
you
like
could
some
race.
body slides. Yeah.
Yeah,
that go
and
down.
that was the thing where it was everybody goes at the
cowbell.
same time. Cowbell.
Yeah, when you're racing down those body slides, you hear some cowbell at the end. It's like ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling to see
More
who won.
cowbell?
More.
Yeah,
Okay.
more cowbell. I always say that.
Don't-
Okay. Anyways, this is
Sorry to interrupt you, dear.
That's all right.
Okay.
This is no April Fool's trick. In honor of Blizzard Beach's 30th anniversary today, Disney announced both Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon will be
30
open at the
years.
same time from May 21st through September 7th. I know, 30 years old, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know there were water parks here when I was a kid.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't either.
wild.
My parents, I never went with my parents. I went as
Yeah.
an adult.
That's crazy.
So that means for the first time since 2019, all 6 of Walt Disney World's parks will be open at the same time. Ever since the COVID era of closures and reopenings, only one of 2 water parks have been open at a time, therefore swapping their staff from either park. So looks like they might be hiring some new people for the other park now, huh? To prep for the summer fun, Blizzard Beach will temporarily close from May 1st through May 20th this summer. So,
Wait,
All right.
close from when? Could you repeat the dates?
of course, May 1st through May 20th.
Okay, you know
But-
what?
Like 3 weeks, huh?
Yeah,
Weird.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say really quick. What I
Please.
do, I'm sorry. What I do like about this is that is opening Memorial Day weekend. Everything else we've talked about, the deals, the cool kids summer activities, start May 27th. That's post Memorial
Yeah.
Day weekend when a lot of people come down for vacation. So good on you. Go
Well,
to
and
water parks.
I feel like schools are getting out,
Yeah.
you know, that around that, like, and I mean, where I grew up, it was like middle of June or whatever,
School
because snow days
schedules
and
are
stuff
wild
like
now.
that. Oh, it's insane. The Florida is the one I'll never get used to, where they're like, oh yeah, we're back in school, and I'm like, it's August 2nd.
Oh, yeah.
We did not even look at a school until Labor Day weekend. We started going
So
back
jealous.
the 2 days before Labor Day.
Yeah.
So we do like Thursday, Friday, because God forbid we do anything, you know, and then obviously a break,
Mm-hmm.
an exhaustive break for a 3-day weekend. Then 4 days. So we like eased ourselves into it. God bless the North. Anyway, thank you, Chloe.
Of course, I have another water
Oh
park
my God!
story, though.
Another one?
Yes.
Okay, DJ Khaled.
So H2O Glow Nights are back at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, and we have dates and prices for this year.
Ooh.
This is happening at Disney World, of course. The event runs on select nights this summer from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. since it is an after-hours event. From May 23rd to September 13th. Guests staying at a Disney World
till
Resort.
September 13th?
A
That's
Disney-
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep
It's
cutting
okay.
you off.
Guests
Please go
staying-
ahead. So now
I feel it now.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Guests staying at a Disney World Resort hotel can purchase tickets beginning today, while tickets to the general public will be available beginning April 4th.
When did you say it started? I'm sorry. I'm not even being facetious. When did you actually
May
say?
23rd.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll list off the dates as well.
Yeah.
So Partysaurus Rex, ever heard of him?
Ever heard of him?
Will
He's
host
nervous.
the dance party, and this year he's bringing more Toy Story friends to help ensure everyone has a night to remember. There's no photo, so we're not sure who quite yet.
Oh, it doesn't say.
It does not say. The after-hours timing of this event means you'll avoid any potential midday summer heat. Complimentary snacks such as Mickey bars, popcorn, and select beverages are included in the cost of your ticket. The best part, though, is that the wait times are even shorter while visiting during the after-hours portion. Then there is always a special list of food and drink for these after-hours events. Disney says they will be releasing the full guide in the coming weeks. But tickets, for the first time,
In forever.
going along with the cool kids summer, kids from age 3 to 9 get in for only $42.50 plus tax this year, which is half the cost of an adult ticket at $85 plus tax. And if you're an annual pass holder or DVC member, you can save $15 per ticket for those age 10 and up. The event dates will take place on the following: May 23rd and 31st, June 16th, 13th, 20th, 27th, July 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. There's a lot. August 5th, 13th, 18th, 25th, and 31st, and September 6th and 13th. And tickets can be purchased on Disney's official website.
I was about to be like, what's going on in the first week of June? Why did they leave that out? It's because if they're doing Gay Day still, their after party thing they do used to be at one of the parks, and then they were like, no, you can't do it
Have
here
you guys
anymore.
ever done this
They
event?
did it at Water Park. I did it once years ago with my friend. When they like first came up with it, he took me, and I don't really remember a lot about it, to be honest with you. It was just one of those, like, I wasn't in that mode of like being like, I remember like special characters around the park. Like I met Buzz Lightyear. Like I have a very unattractive photo with Buzz Lightyear because we're in bathing suits. And I don't remember seeing or meeting Rex. I remember that being a thing, but I also kind of remember being like, like not thinking it was great, but also like the way you just read it, I was like, I think this is a long span of time. Like going from May through September.
Yeah.
It doesn't usually go. I mean, maybe I'm incorrect, but that's the crazy part. Here's the thing. You could do this till December. I don't know why they're not doing it in the fall.
Yeah,
Take
September
advantage
is
of that.
hot.
It is
here.
very, very
Yes.
hot. Like I have a Halloween story to talk about in a second, and in it I'm very cheeky about the temperature. It says right here, I can see it poking up 100 degrees. Sweaty me.
I was just going to say, one of the perks of these after-hours events are the included snacks and soft drinks. But
Yeah.
when I'm going for 3 hours at a water park, I'm not really thinking about stopping and eating food as much as I would want to at an after-hours event. Like, we did that one after-hours event back in the day at Epcot, and I couldn't tell you how many popcorns and Mickey bars we had. And that's easy to do as you're strolling around, in between
Wait,
rides.
you
or
looked
whatever.
at me and you?
Yeah, we went a long time ago together. I know you don't remember. It's okay. We saw Oogie Boogie out in front of
What
Spaceship
year
Earth.
was it?
Remember?
What?
Oogie Boogie was out by Spaceship Earth.
It's like a fever dream.
I have photos. I'll show you later. Anyways, when I'm at a water park, though, maybe I'll squeeze in a Mickey ice cream bar or two at the most. But to get your money's worth for the food level of things, I don't think you can really do that at a water park one. Right.
Yeah, you know what I want a lot of when I'm in my most
vulnerable
bearing
state.
my soul. Yeah, vulnerable. A lot of milk. A lot of milk-based things.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
yeah.
pop
I
soggy
feel like-
popcorn.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Anything
this
that makes
is,
me bloated. That'd be nice. Yeah.
I'll wear my wetsuit. I feel like this is for families that have like 10-year-olds, like, or the kids that like all they want to do is swim at nighttime at the hotel. The one thing I'm curious about is this is the first year that Disney has done the where you get to go to the water park for free on your check-in day. So I'm wondering if that's going to compete with business, and that's why they're offering the kids discounted tickets. So then here's another thing. Maybe it's an upsell. Maybe you take your kids to the water park for the first time ever because it's free on check-in. You have such a good time that you go back later for the water park. I don't know, but it's an interesting choice.
That is a really good point, though.
I will say,
yes.
I have heard and seen from friends who've gone, the water parks during spring break right now are the water park, Blizzard Beach is the one open right now, is maxed out. Like it is, you got to go early, get a parking spot. The lines are long. It's crowded. So
see that.
I guess people are taking advantage
water
of the
parks
offer.
open. Hello.
Yeah, people like the water parks.
I love the idea, though, of being in a water park at night. That's the only thing, is that like Volcano Bay at Universal Orlando Resort, I thought the promise of that, because it's lit up every night. I live right next to it. Like, hello, turn
I live in the
lights
volcano.
I'm like Kramer when he's got the fried chicken place with the red sign. I kind of actually
when we live
am.
in Orlando, yeah.
Yeah, the light pollution here is insane.
Yeah.
You can see about 7 stars every night.
Yeah.
I thought that park was going to be open at night, and it hasn't traditionally. And I know they're doing an after-hours event as well. That seems interesting to me. But I feel like I'm at this place where I'm like, I know I've done like Disneyland After Dark events, and 3 hours, $70 for 3 hours. I don't know. The regular price of I'm saying $70 because I'm an annual pass holder.
Discount,
it's $85 regular. And I think that's like the same price as like a day ticket. So yeah, I'd rather be there at night 100%. 3 hours seems like it should probably be like 4. I feel like at least. I don't know. It feels a little bit too little. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, guys, I just renewed my annual pass last night. I spent $3,500 last night. I renewed my annual pass for here and my annual pass for Disneyland. My Magic Key, excuse me. But I was like, my God, I added the water parks onto it. So the Incredible Pass with the water parks and the Photo Pass download comes out to like $1,600. And I'm like, so we are going to the water parks this year. The problem with that is, I don't want to take a lot of pictures or video there because I don't want children in bathing suits in my photos or videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not, this is hard for me to like comment because I'm not a water park person. Like I love the pool. I love the beach.
Wait. Okay. How about you?
I do like them a lot.
Okay. I know you said.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when you're standing in line, like you're in steps and you're like standing in cold water, I don't like looking at somebody in a bathing suit in front of you and behind you. I'm
Harry
like,
Crack.
Are we having fun yet?
I don't like waiting the lines.
Not Harry Crack, like body wise.
I'll do
That's the name of the
River
person.
All day long.
I love a lazy river.
I'll be in the big slide like once a visit, right? Or like. I'm used to Volcano Bay where you have like the little tapu tap when you wait in a virtual queue for the big thing, right?
I will 100%
I like Volcano Bay.
I will give Universal their props for Volcano Bay. The fact that they created a system where you're never actually like really waiting an extended period of time in those things. Yes, 100%. I love that about that water park.
Also, I gotta tell you,
we cut off Chloe's thought.
Oh, sorry.
I feel like she wasn't able to finish earlier. It's okay.
Guys, no one's able to finish. What are we doing here?
Well,
okay, go ahead.
True.
Sorry.
Wait, go ahead. Who?
I don't know. One of you say
really
something.
Quick.
Water parks, why are they gross? Go. Band-Aids in your mouth.
My kid is 3, and water parks are very stressful
Pees
for
and
me
poops
right
in
now. Right. And then also, you worry about like, there's life jackets and all these things. It's like, it's stressful for me. I think if my kid was a little bit older, I'm sure he's going to be obsessed with water parks.
Well, I love a wave pool. And that's the.
Can you imagine though, a 3-year-old?
And
even
your
in
kid
a life jacket
seems like somebody who'd be like,
a runner?
yes. And then run into it and you'd be like, well, I'm digging for the body now.
Yeah.
I saw a body wash up in a wave pool once. Blue lips. It was terrifying. Oh. I think it messed me up.
Oh, my.
What do you guys think about that? No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Chloe,
I'm not kidding. I did
you.
see that. But Chloe, what about you?
No, I obviously like your goal with visiting a water park is a bunch different with a child with you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I'm used to just going and chilling and doing things that don't have a weight, like the lazy river.
She just shaves her legs.
Having
in the river.
drinks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lazy
yep.
liver.
She pops open her Barbasol can and goes to town.
What's wrong with me today? Lazy River.
You're the
I
one
like
shaving in a theme park.
just sitting out in a lounger and then like going off and doing like the lower weight, like the body slides and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like waiting in the long ones, climbing up the steps endlessly. And also, honestly,
Well, then you're just getting
I
sunburned.
can't climb 5-6 flights of stairs back to back either. So, like,
In
it's
my-
not
these are
fun.
for-
In my bathing
In my bathing suit.
Are
It's-
you crazy?
you know,
Yeah, these are
but
for
I
the
do enjoy it
kids.
enough to go
It's for the
visit.
kids.
So I feel like there's a little bit of like this like illusion that like, oh, you live in Florida, you must go to the beach, you must do this. We are dead center in the middle of the state. It is a 45-minute to an hour drive to a beach either way.
That's not bad though, guys.
It's
like
okay.
that's
I
pretty
grew
good.
up, but I grew up on the water, so I'm a little spoiled brat.
Yeah, but that water.
I haven't seen a dead body in that one yet.
Well,
I
lost
did
my phone to
unfortunately
that.
see my aunt with her top off because the bathing suit came off while we were there. So.
Is that when
It
it
is what it
happened?
is. I don't know what to tell you.
Stories.
I also, yeah. So it is what it is. I'm scarred. It was only a couple of years ago, and I regret it. I don't regret it. It's her fault. Wear a tighter bathing suit. Diana, what'd you have to say? Get me out of here. Where's my therapist?
No. Back to you, Rhino.
We should all go to the water park together. I would just ask that we all wear very tight bathing suits. And
Tight.
One Piece.
oh yeah, I guess that what I'm saying is awful. Guys, wear whatever you want. Sweatpants. And did just see, if you are watching this live, I did see in my end, I think we maybe lost the internet or something for a second.
Oh no.
Because it said 0 people watching this, and now it went back up. So maybe refresh
Hopefully it
if
was
you're
the
watching.
internet and we just lost everyone.
I don't know. Refresh, whatever. Either way, maybe if one of you in the chat could just say on YouTube to refresh the feed. I want to move on from the water parks. We'll talk about that in another video. But we really should cover these if they're both
Yeah, we
open.
should, yes.
And I would like to go. I think we'd have a lot of fun if we went.
It's company you're with.
Chloe, there was another story that you wrote as well, just to pass it off to you one more time, and I forgot that I was
Oh,
going to
which
say this
one?
because this is important. The Disney World Resort has begun doing resort
Oh,
airline
yes.
check-in
Yes,
service
yes,
again.
yes.
Really surprising.
Let me just pull it up here. Give me a moment,
And then I
please.
just have one more story, and we'll go. I'll let it go,
We'll leave
and
you
we
alone.
can leave. Here's the thing. You know I love my Roosevelts. They do the matchy-matchy. They're shorts. They're hybrid bathing suits. So I love
that.
to show these off this summer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I got looks for the pools.
So in a stunning turn of events, Walt Disney World has begun piloting the return of their resort airline check-in, which is a complimentary service that was discontinued during the COVID era, along with a number of other popular guest offerings. You guys remember Magical Express?
Yep.
No, who's she?
So this service allowed guests to check their bags at their Disney resort. Their bags would magically appear when they arrived home at their destination airport. So according to our friend Mike over at Blog Mickey, beginning yesterday, a very limited pilot of this service is exclusively taking place at Disney's Pop Century Resort, continuing with additional rollouts at Value Resorts this April. The service is extremely limited during this pilot, with only Southwest Airlines flights included at this time. However, if there's
Southwest, who charges you for bags now? Enough.
Not yet, but yeah. However, if there is more interest in the service in the future, it would expand to other airlines. While the service will only be offered at Value Resorts for the foreseeable future, we don't want that to let that deter you from a moderate or deluxe resort stay, because you could do a split stay. As long as you're checking out from a Value Resort on your last day, you can still take advantage of the service on your departure day. The service is only being communicated to guests via word of mouth to keep logistics manageable during the limited return. Qualifying guests must be staying at a qualifying resort and be checked in for their flight with Southwest. From there, guests can head to the luggage assistance desk in front of the resort's lobby, where cast members will help. And I'm just saying, while this is a win for pre-COVID guest service era perks, my mind only goes to one place. I mentioned it before. Could this mean that Disney's Magical Express is one day coming back? Because this is a pretty,
It's a big to go from your hotel room to you're getting off the plane and grabbing your bag. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that is a big, especially at MCO. I mean, that's a lot of times the issue. Like that line is back. I mean, it's TSA lines, but it's also the
the
airline
luggage
lines.
consistently for me. It doesn't
For
matter what
me,
time of day I'm
yeah.
going. Day, night, middle of the day, 4 a.m.
You never
It's
know.
crazy. Yeah.
For it to come back though from after all this time and it's free, they're not trying to put some sort of
Yeah.
nominal fee on there, is pretty incredible.
It's also wild though, because I read your article and it was it's weird that I feel stressed because I'm like a hermit crab. Like I grow to the space I'm provided. And it's like I always carry a luggage scale with me, like a portable luggage scale to weigh my luggage. But then also like I've learned in these not later years of my life, Jesus.
In the
sunset years of my life I'm experiencing right now, I'm realizing a lot more people don't have like critical thinking skills, all this sort of stuff. And it's nothing against people. It's just like, God, I wish I could live in this sort of like, when it happens, it happens.
Right.
But like also a lot of people like coming to Disney World or going to these places like, maybe they don't travel often. They haven't been on airplanes that often. You know,
right.
That's sort of a thing I'm also like, you know what? Not take for granted, but I just assume. I assume a lot of stuff. People have done the research and they don't. They're just regular people. You know what I mean?
Right.
They show up and they have no idea you're not supposed to have a snow globe, you know, in your carry-on or something like that. Something so simple. Bought it at the park, you know, now it's liquid. And I think like, what's that look like in the bag? Does Disney weigh the bags and then tell you like, hey, you have to do this? Does Disney have something with the airport where whatever bag you've packed, it's like gone and went? Like, that's what I'm kind of curious about. Also, Chloe, you said Southwest isn't charging for bags yet. When do they start? Do you know?
I gotta look it up.
Because that's BS, 100%. And I like to fly
it's a bold
direct.
Choice on.
Well, it's not like I'm flying with them because they're free, but a lot of times they're like very similar price to Delta. And the only reason I chose them sometimes is because I'm like, it'll be a direct flight. And then I don't have that stress about being like, if I get something when I'm there, I always bring a folded up like duffel bag in my regular bag.
I do that too.
But I also thought they were going to let you start picking seats this year. And apparently it's not till like the end of this year or next year or something. And I was like, okay, well, this airline is just like not great, but cheap. I don't know. I like for me, it's Delta. Pick the seat. You know, you got TVs in the back of the seat. You get it when you pay for. And if you're not, you can talk to somebody and it's like a thing.
You know what's something I'd like to see I would like to see Magical Express come back, but something that would be easier and smaller is I wish they would start back being able to take a minivan from MCO to any resort.
Oh, they don't do that?
No, they do not. So
wait, so minivans are they only going property to property?
Wide, and I think if you're saying club level, it's a perk you can use, but otherwise you can't. And that would be something. Because I don't know. I hear so there is a sort of replacement service for Magical Express. It's called Mears Connect or the Sunshine Flyer. Say that 3 times fast. It's a nominal fee. Like it's $20 per person round trip. Essentially, it's the same concept, but I've heard just enough negative reviews from clients to where they're waiting to fill the bus, and so you're waiting on the bus for a long time for other people to get there, and then you're doing several resort drop-offs. So, I mean, your process of getting off the plane and getting to your resort is taking a while, and maybe that's fine once you get to Disney World, but it's really not fine when you've got a flight to catch. I've heard some positive things too. However, I do feel like that is like the number one asked for thing from clients, and so I feel like minivan, Disney loves making money. I'm like, make a little money off of that and ease us back into maybe giving us Magical Express.
Okay, well, we're running a little short on time here, but I wanted to do our last story really quick because I do see some questions in our live chat right now on YouTube about the Halloween party, and that relates to this.
Hey.
So personally, for me, my favorite season is the fall. I mean, in Florida, it is still 100 degrees, and there's thunderstorms every day. The humidity is suffocating, but still, I persist. Or is it perspire?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Nailed it.
Well,
either way, for a lot of people, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at the Magic Kingdom is actually the official marker of the Halloween season. Personally, I start July 5th. That was my new thing this year. But the official Disney Auditions Instagram account posted 2 casting notices for dancers and vocalists for the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular, the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party exclusive castle stage show where the Sanderson sisters attempt to concoct a potion with the help of some notoriously beloved Disney villains. You can read the entire casting call at WDW Info if you have any aspirations or, again, perspirations for performing. But basically, while the casting call notes the applicants must provide full availability from August through October, Disney World has yet to announce dates for the 2025 Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party event nights. I know this is just like a quick little story. I did want to talk about it here, though, because I'm realizing from this posting, this article sort of thing, that the Hocus Pocus Spectacular has been around for 10 years. It started in September of 2025. I thought it was like for sure 2018, maybe 2017. Now, I love the Sanderson sisters, and I think they're the icons of Halloween, honestly, just across the board. However, do we think it is time to mix up the show? Because now, I listen, I'm not suggesting we get rid of them at all. I just think, I think they should still lead the show. I just think I'd like to see like maybe a sequel version of this show, but not where it's like that awful movie. Let's not talk about that terrible movie. But, you know, of course, now that I'm talking about this, I'm starting to feel a little sad. Like, don't touch it. But I think it would be cool, like, to start bringing in some other villains, like Chernabog being like presented on like the castle as like a projection or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about the Sanderson Sisters show? Because I love it. It has been my favorite. I didn't know about Halloween Parties of the Magic Kingdom. I moved here in 2007. That's the first time I went to one. And I remember it was very like sexy. There was like mesh shirts and everything, dancers, but it wasn't like this big thing.
Right.
Like I feel like the Sanderson sisters, it became like a bigger thing.
Yeah. No, and this is the type of villain show I want to see. Like this is why I think this is probably why I'm not that too excited about the Holly Studios one, because this one has a lot of them, like Dr. Facilier, Hades, Maleficent, Evil Queen, and all the props that they use with the giant cauldron with the fog and bubbles coming up from it. The numbers are great.
The little firework.
Yeah. The effects are great every time. I think it was after we watched all the entertainment from our last Mickey's Not So Scary experience, where we were like, fireworks could use some updating, but we love the Hocus Pocus show. Like it's a good mainstay, and I love it.
Yeah, what do you think, Hannah?
I would agree. It still hits for me every time. Like, I laugh out loud every time. It takes me by surprise every time.
I love when they interact with Oogie Boogie, because I have this fond memory now of your son and I ran out of the Casey's Corner. I ran out with him and I was like, let's go watch Oogie Boogie. And I put him on my shoulders and we were like, well. And he was very like excited. Yes. And I love that.
Yeah, that's no, I think it's great. And I mean, I agree with Chloe. Like, if I had to take something that could use a little TLC, I don't resonate with the fireworks as much as I do the Hocus Pocus show. I mean, it's a Hocus Pocus party potion. Come on. So
Where's
I don't
that
know.
drink? Where's that drink? Where's that Magic Kingdom drink? Non-alcoholic or not? Where is the drink?
So one thing really quick, halfway to Halloween will be coming up, which means you can probably count on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party tickets and Oogie Boogie Bash tickets end of April, early May. So again, if you're thinking about coming down here, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind.
If I were a betting man, I would. I'm pulling up my August calendar right now. I would say the solid bet is that Mickey's very merry. Jesus, Mickey's
scary.
I have said
party.
Jesus quite a bit in this episode. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I think last year it was like the second week of August. So I would put money on August 8th. If not, I would say definitely by the 15th. And I would say Halloween Horror Nights 29th. Well, and I would say it runs through. I mean, Mickey's Not So Scary usually runs through Halloween, and then it doesn't go beyond it. But Halloween's a Friday this year.
Ooh,
that's going to be a great freaking weekend.
Good weekend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Friday. Halloween Horror Nights better go to the second this year. So
you know it. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd like to see just some like TLC, but also like I don't know other villains that I'd be like put that other than what I said about Chernabog, but like
that would be cool.
I don't know. Where's the dude from Mulan? Where's that guy? Where's the bowler hat creepo?
Oh no.
From the Robinsons. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
I hate Meet the
parade,
Robinsons.
or he used to be in the parade.
Ew.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. I don't like when it comes no, man. Well, on that note, on that note, I think that's going to do it for this episode of The Diz Unlimited. If you guys are watching this on YouTube Live, please hit that thumbs up button on your way out. It does really help us a lot. If you want to leave us comments about future discussion topics, where you want to see us go on some dining reviews, Diz Unlimited happy hours, topics for Tap House Talks, anything across the board, please, I welcome you. I want you to feel comfortable. Leave those comments here or send us an email at podcast@DizUnlimited.com. And then if you are listening to this, please rate and review podcasts wherever you do that. That feedback does really help us out quite a bit. But thank you so much, everybody, for being with us this week. We will see you again soon with another episode of the Diz Unlimited. Have a great week, everybody.